welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I wanted to tell you guys all about nail tips. I wanted to tell you guys about the ones that I've tried, the ones that I recommend, and the ones that I personally didn't like. And I'm going to explain my reasoning for everything. So let's jump right into the video. So nothing in this video is sponsored or anything like that. So the first brand I want to talk about is the brand that I use the most basically every single day, and it's a brand that I've been using for years and years and years now, and that is Eno Couture. So I have been using Eno Couture's tips ever since I started my press-on journey. Press-on nails are so essential for your press-on business, even if you just want to do gel X and stuff like that. I'm talking about the nail tips in the form of you being able to use them for press-ons, not necessarily for gel X, because you can use so many other nail tips for gel X. I'm talking specifically for press-on nails, the ones that I love the most. So I use these ones the most. These are the Eno Couture long sculpted square. So these look like this. They are like a really nice square shape. I get a lot of questions on the nail tips that I use, and this is what they look like. The biggest size is a size 0, which is about the size of my thumb, and I'm usually like around a size 1 in every other brand, but I notice in these, because they are a little bit slightly sculpted, that if I put these on with a bunch of layers of gel, they might shrink a little bit. So that's something else I wanted to talk about. I get a lot of questions on if my nail tips shrink, and yes, they do. I've made press-ons for myself in my actual size, which is like around a size 1, 5, 4, 5, 9, and after I was done making them, they didn't fit me anymore. So I realized after that the press-ons do shrink. So when I know that I'm going to be using a lot of layers of gel, I will size up one on the customer's nails, and I will not, obviously I'm not going to tell them like, oh, I sized up on your nails, but I will do it just because I feel like these do shrink a little bit. These ones from Eno Couture specifically, and yeah, so I do size up sometimes, specifically on these. So I love these ones though, because they work great for press-ons. They're not too sculpted. I just genuinely love the shape. It's more of a tapered square look rather than a really wide square. And I also like how the sizing is pretty cohesive, as in the sizing is kind of accurate. The only thing is like I said, they're a little sculpted, so you might want to size up one. Like I'm normally a size 1, and this is the 1, and it looks like it fits me pretty perfectly, but after I'm done decorating the whole nail, it might be a little small. So I like to size up to a size 0, which is perfect. So that's what I mean when I say I need to size up, but the sizing is really great, and I use these so much. I've spent so much money on these nail tips, probably hundreds and hundreds of dollars. So my pro with Eno Couture is that they have such a variety of shapes. I also use their square. This one is just called square, and it is the perfect medium length square. It is really nice. I love how it's slightly tapered in as well. It's not super wide. It's just perfect. I really like it. So I use these a lot too. These are my next most popular shape that I use so often. It's these two right here, these square shaped ones. The one negative thing with this brand is that they do not have refill tips. So I have tried purchasing refill tips from them before, and they are completely different than what is originally sold in the 1 2 3 Go packaging. So when you order a whole set of the long sculpted square press-on nail go tips, or whatever they're called, it comes in a baggie with all the different sizes, right? So when I ordered the refill, I saw immediately that they are so small, you guys. They are not the same thing that they sell here. At least the last time that I purchased them, that was the case. So it's really unfortunate that they released quote-unquote refill tips, but they're nothing similar to what they're supposed to be. So yeah, you guys can go ahead and try to purchase the refill tips. They only offer them in a select few shapes. They don't offer it in all the shapes that they have. And when I purchased them, I purchased it for the almond shape, the square, the medium square length, and I think just those two. And they were nothing like the original sizes. Like for example, I purchased the size 6 refill, and it literally fit like a size 8. So it was so horrible. I even emailed the company and told them like why would they release refill tips and then make it completely different? It's like if they just bought some random cheap refill tips from like Alibaba and just marketed it as their refills. I don't know if that's the case. Obviously this is all speculation. It's just what I think, because these are such good quality. The sizing is really nice and consistent, but when you purchase the refills, it's completely different. So that's the only downfall with this brand. And when you have a press-on business, it is essential, it is crucial that you are able to have refills, so you don't have to purchase the entire package all over again. So that is one big downfall with this company. So I wanted to come in with the proof. I actually threw away the refill tips, and that's why I didn't show them to you right there and there. I had to go grab these screenshots from the email I had sent them. On the left side is the original nail tips when you buy the package regularly, and then on the right is the refill tip. Like, you can clearly see it's like such a difference. It looks like a pinky size on the right, and then on the left is like a normal size. That the first one was the almond in a number 7, and then the second one is the square in a number 6. And when I emailed them, their excuse was that the originals are quote unquote pre-etched, and that's why they look whiter. And the only reason I really wanted to talk about this, I've been holding off talking about it for a few months, but I just don't want you guys to get scammed, because I've been recommending this brand for years and years on my channel. And also, I was telling you guys in so many videos that I was excited for the refill tips to come out. So I guess it's better late than never to just let you guys know that they're not worth it, and I don't want you guys to spend your money if it's not worth it. You know what I mean? So yeah, this is just what I experienced. The next brand that I wanted to talk about is Apres. So Apres is one of the biggest gel nail tips brand in the world, or if not the biggest. I'm not sure if they actually created the full cover tip. I have no idea, but they are so popular. A lot of people use these nail tips, and I went on the website and I purchased almost every single shape that they offer. I'm not even kidding you guys. I purchased medium length square, long length square, almond, short almond, coffin, long coffin. I purchased so many of them. I think I purchased 8 or 9 different shapes and lengths, and I spent so much money. And it's so unfortunate because I hate them. The only ones I like are the long coffin, which I actually use as my long coffin. But I use the long coffin because they're really nice. I just recently used them again on another customer's order. I also use these, the natural almond short, which they're pretty nice because they lay really flat, and they're not super weird. And by weird I mean really rounded like this, like literally like that. When I say weird, I literally mean they're like this, because I purchased the medium square or the short square, and they're like that. They're like so sculpted to where they're like this, and it looks so ugly when you're making them and when they're applied on the nail. So I actually have them here. I'm gonna show you guys so that you guys don't think that I'm just saying that. But this is what they look like. Like, I can't even explain it to you because it's not gonna really make sense. Like, they look perfect, right? But the problem is when I put them on the nail, like, look how much gapping there is in the middle, but it's not like a good gap. Like, when you lay it down, it's super flared at the edges. I tried to use these and they just look so ugly. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but I hate these nail tips. And it's so unfortunate because I purchased so many of them hoping that this would be my new go-to brand, and it just isn't. It's just not doing it for me. I think it's because they're just meant for gel X, which it makes sense. That's what they're meant for. But because a lot of people use these for press-ons, I just assumed that they were going to be great. And I haven't even touched these ever since I tried to use them one time. So yeah, I just personally don't like them. Just based off of the fact that they have refills available, it's worth it. And then also, I think you can buy the refills on Amazon, which is another plus, really big plus, because, you know, as like a nail artist, you got to have stuff that's easily accessible sometimes. And the only other downfall is that they are very expensive. So that's why I'm kind of upset, because it was like almost $30 per box, which is just too much. Overall, I would recommend Eno Couture over these, even though Eno Couture you can't purchase the refills. I just prefer it because the shaping is just so nice. I have had no troubles with the way the nail tips apply as press-ons with Eno Couture, and with these they just look so weird. Here's another shape from Apres. This is the natural square medium. So those were the natural square short that I just showed you. And the natural square medium is actually a little bit better. They actually lay a little nicer on the nail. I just haven't used these. I just have not gravitated towards them. So this is a 00, and that is the one thing I like about Apres, is that they have the 00 size option. I wish Eno Couture had that, because it would be great to have some sizes for bigger thumbs, which we'll get to that in a second. There is one one or two different nail tips brands that I've found that have big thumb sizes available. So I use those for all my customers that need bigger thumbs, as long as they offer. So I use those for customers that have a bigger thumb, which I'll let you guys know in a second, because I get a lot of questions on if I know about nail tips brands that offer bigger thumb sizes. So yeah, these I just don't really like, and it's because of the shape specifically. It's really rounded right here. You can't even tell, but once I paint them on and decorate them, you can really see the difference. So I think it's because these are meant for Gel X, so they're meant to be smoothed out and sculpted and shaped, like if you're doing it on a client. Whereas Eno Couture, you don't even need to do any of that. Eno Couture, you just put it on, or you just decorate it, file the tip, and then it's ready to go. And yeah, so these are some that I have not even used. Like I said, the natural almond short are the only ones that I've actually used for customers, and I do like you could see I'm almost running out of number 5. So I do like these ones because they're just, I feel like they're shorter shapes. Their shorter shapes are better. So yeah. Here I have another one. This is natural square long from Apres, and I don't like these either. I have never used them. But I feel like these for Gel X, of course, would be really pretty, again, for Gel X, because the shape actually looks really nice because they're longer. Like, you can see the shape looks really pretty, actually. But I just wouldn't gravitate towards these unless I was specifically using them for Gel X application. So, yeah, I would definitely save these and maybe start doing my own nails, because I love this length and shape. I feel like it's perfect. If I filed these down a little bit, they would be the perfect length for me, like right here. So I might use these for myself and just start doing my own Gel X nails, honestly, so that I can get my nails done. But yeah, that's what I might use these for. But they are so dusty, like I've never even touched them. Like, they're so dusty. But yeah, so these are the other ones. So one brand that I've been using recently is the Bling Supply. They actually sent me these nail tips. Was so pleasantly surprised when I tried them. I did not have high hopes, just because I don't know, I feel like it's a nail supply store, so you can either go so they could either have really good nail tips or bad ones. I tried these, which are from Bling Supply, and the first thing I noticed is that it has a really nice wide thumb. So this is a size 0 thumb, but as you can see, it's really nice and big. Like, you guys saw, I'm a size 0 in Eno Couture, and I'm also like a size 0 in Apres, whereas I'm usually like a size 1 in any other brand. But this one from Bling Supply has a really nice wide thumb, which I love. You can see, like, this is where my nail starts, and then look how much space I have left over. Like, that's like so great. I'm definitely gonna continue to use these and purchase these ones if I ever need bigger thumbs for some customers. So yeah, I really like these because of that reason. I've already used them on myself so many times, and I love the way the shape looks. I've already used these on myself a few times, and I love the way the shape looks. I can insert a photo of what they look like put on right here, because I did some nails on myself using these nail tips, and I really loved the way the shape looked. Even the size 2, like, this is a size 2, and it looks like it fits me perfectly. So they just run a little bigger, which I personally like as a girl with bigger thumbs. So this is a new find for me, a new one that I'm going to continue to purchase. And then another one that is very similar to this one actually is this one from NAILSBYDEV. So I've only tried this one from NAILSBYDEV before, the long tapered square. These are definitely way more of an XL. These are not a long in my opinion, but they are really nice and thick. Like, out of all the brands that I'm mentioning, these are the thickest ones that I've seen. And they are such good quality. I have not even had a chance to use them because I don't even want to use them up. But look how wide the thumb is on this one. It is so wide as well. So if you're looking for another wide one, and if you're planning on making a purchase from NAILSBYDEV and you're already there, then try these out, because they're very wide if you need a wide thumb. And for example, this is the size 2 in the NAILSBYDEV, and it fits me perfectly. So this is the size 2. It fits sidewall to sidewall. So again, these ones run a little bigger, but these are definitely an XL. These are not a long, but they say long. Like, they say long tapered square, but they're definitely like an XL. And yeah, they're just so sturdy. Like, they're the thickest ones from all the other brands, I feel like. So I do like these, and I think she does offer refill tips, so that is a plus. I just don't know how many shapes she has available, but if she had like a bunch of shapes available, that would be great. But I also think these were a little bit pricey, so I think that's why I never went back to purchase more different shapes, because I don't want to fall in love with them and then be expensive, and then also the shipping is really expensive if I only want to buy nail tips. Like I have to spend over $200, I think, to get free shipping on her website. So to me, it wouldn't benefit me to fall in love with her nail tips. But so far I've been loving these. I just haven't wanted to use them because they're so pretty. Like they're really nice, the shape and everything like that. So yeah. Other thing I wanted to mention to you guys is I get a lot of questions on how do you find the actual measurement of the nail. So usually every brand, no matter what, the size 1 is usually like an 18, the 0 is a 19, the 2 is around a 16, the 3 is a 15, the 4 is a 14, so on and so forth. But the way that I measured it out was I just grabbed a ruler, put it up against the nail here, and counted how many millimeters it was across. So that doesn't count like the actual roundness of the nail. So you kind of just have to either measure it out with the measuring tape, like a measurement tape, and you can put it around the top and then count how many millimeters that is. But that might not work because a lot of people have flat nail beds like me. And then also there's some people that have super rounded nail beds where it might fit them smaller, if you know what I mean. So I prefer to just measure straight across the nail. Let me know how you guys measure. That's just how I've done it ever since I started making press-ons like 5 years ago. And it's been working pretty decently well. I would just recommend that no matter what, you ask your customers to... I would just recommend that no matter what, you send your customer a size kit. That is just the best way to get their best size. And always tell them that if they're in between, like if it fits a little small, to just size up no matter what. It's always better for it to fit a little bit bigger rather than it fit super small, because if it fits too small, the nail will be showing. And if it fits bigger, it's just a little bit better. They can have a file in their application kit. Like you can send a file in their application kit and they can just smooth out the sidewalls or the edges right here. For example, this one has like kind of more squared cuticle area, and if they have a more super round cuticle area, they can just slightly file the corners if you provide a nail file into their application kit. So I would always recommend including a little nail file. Include one that's kind of good quality, not the super cheap ones. That way, in case they need to file the sides, it works out for them and they're able to do that. But yeah, you guys, that's it for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to my channel. If I missed anything important, or if you guys have any specific questions about nail tips, just leave it in the comments down below and I'll be more than happy to answer it for you guys. I love answering your questions and I never gatekeep anything or keep information from you. I want all of you guys to learn because I know how hard it is in the beginning when you're on your journey. So yeah, you guys, that's it for this video and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.